Welcome back. I assume you're here to hear another one of the stories out of the Jesus Storybook Bible. Last time we read the story of David and Goliath, a well-known story. And we ended with hearing about how another one person was coming who was going to fight a different kind of a battle that would win for God's people, win the world for them. This story today is called The Good Shepherd. And it's about David, the shepherd king. So far, we've only known him as a young boy who was minding or watching the sheep. And it touches on parts of the Bible from Psalm 51 and 2 Samuel 7, and even some hints of Psalm 23. The Good Shepherd. David was a shepherd, but when God looked at him, he saw a king. Sure enough, when David grew up, that's just what he became. And David was a great king. He had a heart like God's heart, full of love. Now, that didn't mean he was perfect, because he did some terrible things. He even murdered a man. No, David made a pretty big mess of his life. But God can take even the biggest mess and make it work in his plan. I need a new heart, Lord, David prayed, because mine is full of sin. Make me clean inside. God heard David's prayer. He forgave David, and he made David a promise. I will make you great, David. And one day a king will be born into your family, and he will heal the whole world. Did you know that David was a songwriter and a poet too? In fact, his songs were so good, they might have been in the top 40 charts if they had been invented in his time. And so David's songs have lasted until now. And we can find them in the Psalms in the Bible. David's songs are like prayers. They're called Psalms, and this one is called the Song of the Shepherd. It's probably number 1 on the Psalm charts. And it goes like this. But before I read it, I'll just show you a picture of David. Notice he's wearing a crown, but he's sitting with the sheep. And he's writing songs. Here's the Song of the Shepherd. God is my shepherd, and I am his little lamb. He feeds me, he guides me, he looks after me. I have everything I need. Inside, my heart is very quiet as lying still in soft green grass, in a meadow, by a little stream. Even when I walk through the dark, scary, lonely places, I won't be afraid, because my shepherd knows where I am. He is here with me. He keeps me safe. He rescues me. He makes me strong and brave. He is getting wonderful things ready for me, especially for me, everything I ever dreamed of. He fills my heart so full of happiness, I can't hold it all inside. Wherever I go, I know God's never stopping, never giving up, unbreaking, always and forever love will go too. God gave David that song to sing to his people so they could all know he loved them And God loved them and would always look after them like a shepherd loves his sheep. And one day God was going to do something that would inspire thousands upon thousands of new songs. God was going to show his people once and for all just how much he loved them. Another shepherd was coming, a greater shepherd. He would be called the Good Shepherd. And this shepherd was going to lead all of God's lambs back to the place where they had always belonged, close to God's heart. And this one ends with a picture of David the shepherd king holding a lamb close to his heart, like God wants to hold all people. And that is the end of the next chapter in this wonderful Jesus Storybook Bible. Join me again next time, will you? Until then, shalom and serenity.